It's a three-point agreement. The first thing is a ceasefire effective from midnight local time. The second point is the creation of a security corridor which runs along the strategic M4 highway in northwest Syria in the Idlib region. And the third point is that there will be joint Russian and Turkish military patrols agreed within a week by the heads of the ministries of defence of the two countries along that corridor. There will be a 6-kilometre buffer zone on one side for the Russians and a 6-kilometre buffer side on the other side for the Turks. So effectively you have this 12-kilometre wide buffer zone running along a pretty long stretch of the M4, which is designed to prevent further Syrian incursions into Idlib, to reduce tensions and stem the humanitarian crisis. It's one of the points that President Vladimir Putin referred to today. He didn't speak directly about the crisis on the border with the EU, on Turkey's border with Greece, where they've opened the borders and tens of thousands of refugees who've been in Turkey are trying to get into the EU there. But that reference to stemming the humanitarian crisis was a clear signal to the EU, which have, of course, been watching these talks, these lengthy 6-hour talks today, very closely indeed.
And Putin and Erdogan have met more than 10 times in the past few years. What does Putin gain from this agreement specifically?
This again cements Vladimir Putin's role as a peacemaker in the Middle East, his role as a key player in one of the strategic crisis points in the world. And that is his main foreign policy objective. He wants Russia to be indispensable to any global issue which affects world powers. And this is as much about signalling that to the US as shoring up relations with Turkey. Although the Turks and the Russians are supporting different sides in this conflict, they have large common areas of economic interest. The Turks, a NATO country, have even bought the Russian S-400 anti-aircraft weapons system, which raised a few eyebrows in NATO. So this is essential to Russian foreign policy aims.
Nick, thank you very much indeed. Nick Holsworth there, reporting from Moscow.